High rollers. This war has been going for too long now, and it could have been finished with our victory back in 2022, but we are where we are now. And, we've come a long way as a community, and I as a streamer, and I want to take you back in time for exactly 2 years from today and show you what was there, how we've become the community as we are today, where we come from. So, my friends, please enjoy.
It's in a waiting for people, and we're live. Hi, everyone.
Hey
It's
guys.
Rick and Jet with you here. Yes. It's day 354. It's almost a year, just a couple of weeks, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be a damn year of this damn war. Hi, Doc. In paradise. We're glad to see you. Need to make breakfast, but we'll be back as soon as possible. Awesome.
Cool. Enjoy your breakfast.
Yeah, enjoy breakfast and um, tell us what you're gonna eat if you
Mhm.
hear us. Yes. So, what do we gonna discuss today? A lot, actually. This week, first it happened on Monday. First and biggest like tragedy happened in Turkey or Turkey. You should call it like this. I guess this is the right word. They've changed the name of their country. I mean, they didn't. It was always Turkey, but I mean, the world was calling it Turkey,
Yeah,
like
like the
the
animal.
yeah, like the bird. Yes. Hi, Pike, Alaska. Good morning from Alaska. This war
Good
is
morning.
another reason the 2020s have been awful. Yeah, but 2022 maybe? Mm, Michael, hi. I'm glad to see you all, guys. I'm a new sub, great content, guys. Mac Millie,
Nice to
thank
meet you,
you for
Mac Millie.
subbing. Nice to meet you. Please, guys, give this stream a like and what else? And press a bell to not miss the next one. It helps, actually.
Yep.
For me, it
Yep.
helps.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe if I didn't even do it, it helps. But yeah, well, who knows? Maybe I did. 18 people, glad to see you all, guys. It's been like, mm, was it a tiring week? For Zelensky, definitely, because he went to London, then he went to France, then he went to Brussels next day. Hello, Mary West, glad to see you. And what else? He's been having some negotiations to finally provide us with battle jets, with those fighter jets, as they call them.
Yeah.
And Britain, we have a yes from Britain. They've always been leaders of this support. I mean, of weaponry support. They've always been first, giving us things. Well, not all the equipment. Like let's say HIMARS. They didn't even have HIMARS, but they gave us M2 270. Guys, today I'm tired, so I'll be talking much slower than the last time. And I also will be forgetting words and messing with my sentences. I'm sorry for that. Jet told me that he's tired too, but it's because this handsome fella is working all the time for the last months. He doesn't
Yeah.
have
I've been a busy boy.
yeah, I like his haircut today, by the way, guys. Do you like it?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let us know in the chat, yes.
Yeah, you
And
better
what?
like it. I did it myself.
Yeah, Zelensky had a yes. He had an awesome, like, badass stand up address in British Parliament. This was awesome. It was powerful as always. He had one joke, a pretty nice one, like the one about a tea, that he enjoyed the tea there last time, and that he's gonna be thanking uh, British people for the tea and for the Eurofighter jets that they're gonna give us in the future. Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna say thank you in advance for that."
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
This was an
That's
awesome
awesome.
address. He also said a lot of things like powerful things and really awesome things in that address. He always, his speechwriters are always pointing the best things in his speeches, and
Mhm.
yeah, these are always some pretty brilliant speeches. His team is just one of the best, I think.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Yeah, consistently good, and a lot of them. Like
yeah,
it's yeah,
and he also,
it's impressive.
he also does. He gets his vision of those speeches. They are not written for him, but they read. He was telling us that these are all his ideas and his
Yeah, and then he just
words.
gets a
Yeah,
speechwriter to help him
and
formulate them,
speechwriter
construct them.
just
Yeah,
structurizing it and pointing at some strong parts.
points. Yeah,
Pointing
yeah,
at points sounds
yeah. It does. Yeah, it does.
tautologic. You remember the word
Yeah,
that I've taught you once.
yeah.
And what? And after that, he met the King of England, and he was. He became the first president of Ukraine who had an audience with a king or a queen. It doesn't matter. None of the previous presidents were meeting the queen. Now it's king, and he met him, and he thanked him for everything that he personally did to our country, to our refugees, I guess too, because Charles been always famous with his social projects, with his what else? With his humanitarian
Yeah, humanitarian
missions, right?
efforts. Yeah.
Efforts, yes. So yeah, this was another historical meeting, and after that, Zelensky went to the base. Let's actually see some photos. Just a sec. I'm
Mhm.
gonna find it on my Telegram or in my Telegram. It was what? And I switched from Turkey too fast, but I'm gonna get back to it. Don't worry about it. February 5th. Today's 12th, so yeah, it should probably be exactly a week ago. It was on Wednesday, I guess he went there. Maybe on Tuesday, maybe it was February the 7th, and it was Tuesday, yes. So he met Rishi first, Rishi Sunak. I'm switching the screen, yeah, now you'll see it all too, guys. Mary West, I'm very happy to see you too. The more Ukrainians I follow, the better I feel. A year into this nightmare, and I'm thankful found Ukrainians inside Ukraine to learn about Ukraine. Yes, I'm really glad that you found us,
Yeah.
and that many more people can know us now and can learn something from us, and we also learn from you guys, because it's always an exchange. It's always
Yeah. Absolutely.
like, how do you call it, a mutual process, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So that's how he was met on a plane. Then it was his parliament address, and that's the moment when he not brought, he gave a present to the Speaker of Parliament, and it is a helmet of our pilot, and on it there is a handwritten text that says, "We have freedom. Give us wings." So
Mm.
this is a symbolic gesture, and it's it gives them a direct message what we need,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
exactly
Exactly.
from the
Lock down the
pilots.
fucking airspace.
Yes, and right the next day, or maybe that day, Rishi Sunak announced that they're gonna be doing a. I mean, they start to train our pilots right away. So not maybe not right away, but in the upcoming weeks. So
Yeah, yeah.
our pilots are gonna be start training. They're training there, and it's amazing. It means that in several months, like months, yeah, not months, we're gonna receive those jets, and maybe even many different jets, like maybe F-16 from US and Eurofighter, a Typhoon, I guess it is called,
I haven't heard of
from
those ones.
yeah, from Britain. And we have Marisha Tucker says, I feel the same way, Mary West. I follow operator Starsky and maybe a couple others, then especially the Enforcers channel, which is super pro-Ukrainian, but he and his brother are American. Me too. Hello to Rick, the Ukrainian. Where in UA are you? I'm in Kiev. I'm actually from Donetsk, from Makiyivka to be precise. It's the city next to Donetsk. And yeah, so I know what Russian occupation feels like since 2014. And I can tell you more about that later. There's something to tell, definitely. I've been actually telling it to Jet and people who were watching us back in the days, like
Yeah.
our first streams, maybe in summer. But I'll definitely repeat it a bit later because it's pretty important for you to know what happens there when you live in occupation and how it feels, especially. And it doesn't feel well. I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, yeah. Spoiler.
Spoiler, yeah, a small spoiler. John Allen says maybe after coming together to support Ukraine, the world will tackle international problems like pollution of the oceans, epidemics, hunger, and our exploration of space as a planet united. Yeah, that's
That
we
would be
need to
good.
do. We need to defeat tyrannies first and unite over, like a planetary government or something like that. Which is going to be just like European Union, but the whole world united. Then we can explore space as one, because like, well, you see, in a utopia guy. I see, utopist, maybe.
Yeah, Utopias.
Yeah, I really believe in humanity, and I think that first we gotta punch those Putins in the face, in their faces, and then we gotta unite, and then we gotta defeat all our enemies, like, I mean, inner enemies, like the enemies of humanity, like that greed, that constant pollution of the earth. I really care about ecology, by the way, not like. Super care like Greta Thunberg, and they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
resources to be like influent there. But I begin with the small things. I usually sort the plastic. I wash the plastic containers from the food and put them in.
Yeah, make sure they're recycled.
Yeah, and put them to recycling. So, but I got a bit distracted with that. Sorry, guys. Gotta get there, back there, and read your messages. That would be amazing, John Allen. Yeah, this would be amazing. Could be we run into aliens. Yeah, we could be running into aliens, and it's still too soon to talk about that, definitely. Okay. I love listening to Zelensky. I felt sort of jealous that the entire speech when he gave the flight helmet was all in English. When he came here, the speech was monthly in Ukrainian. Mostly, sorry. I read
Yeah,
it monthly, like he was giving addresses every month to you there. Okay. Thanks, Rick. The enforcer displays Zelensky's speech every night. Yeah.
cool.
This is awesome. This is cool that his speeches are going around there, guys, on the West, because he always talks some important stuff, some powerful stuff, and his daily messages are keeping us all updated and like keeping us calm, keeping us well, like sure that he's here with us and he's leading us to our victory. This is very
Yeah,
important.
keeping everybody unified as well.
Yep. What else did I miss? The UA news channel translates and uploads Zelensky's nightly speech every morning. That's cool. Could be we run of her aliens again. I'm a utopian too. I write utopian essay.
Esque.
Esque. What esque is?
Yeah. So it means like utopian-esque would be like of the utopian subject.
Esque.
Like utopian-like. It means like.
Got it.
Utopian-like. Yeah,
Science fiction. Got it.
Yeah.
Not enough of hopeful sci-fi out there.
Yeah, most of it is
dark,
the opposite of hopeful.
and
For sure.
pessimistic,
Exactly.
yeah?
Dystopian.
No, thank you for that, Marisha. Thank you for doing some, optimistic stuff because
Yeah, absolutely. The world needs it.
the world lacks it. It's also usually dark and depressing, especially when war like this is going. A huge war with tens of thousands of people dying. This is crazy. Yes. And what else? Did I miss? Hello, greetings from Germany. When did the leopards arrive? I guess in the end of March, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe in the beginning of April. First leopards will arrive. Our military will be already knowing how to use it. They've started their training, or maybe planning to start in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, like 1 month and a half, maybe 2 months, and we're gonna have those leopards riding around and participating in counter-offensive of the big one that's already announced. And yes, okay. Oh, did they get leopards already? No, we still haven't. But our military are already training. I mean, our soldiers. Yes, Scholz, wake up and they won't send the new and old ones. Yeah, old ones, Leopard 1. This week was full of the news that Germany and many other countries are gonna send us Leopards 1, but they're pretty old. They started making them in 1964 and ended in 1984 or 86. But of course, we're going to be getting the latest modification, the one that's called Leopard 1A5, and it's going to have the latest advancements, but they're still going to be pretty old because they've stopped modifying them in the 80s. So yeah, anyway, we were gonna use any tank we're gonna get. I mean, we could use, because Russians, they are playing with numbers. I mean, not playing, that they advance with huge number of tanks, like it's thousands of them. They've lost, let's see how many tanks they've lost. I have a great channel which is called Democratic X. It's the Ukrainian party and the volunteering community. They're amazing. I really admire everything that they post and say, and all they stand for. So here it is. Russian losses today, February 12th, you see. It's 3,280 tanks. Of course, this number is not precise, it's approximate. Russians had somewhere around 8 to 10,000 tanks. I mean, and only 7,000 of them were operational. Like they could use them in the battle. And now they've lost 3,280.
Yeah, they lost half.
Almost half, yeah. Pentagon, yesterday or the day before yesterday, Pentagon was saying that according to their data they've gathered, they've lost half of their operational tanks, and it's really good for us. But you
Oh
know,
yeah.
we currently have, we Ukrainians, they still have around 3,000 running around Ukraine, and we have only hundreds of them. It's like 4 to 500. They still outnumber us x6, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
This is why even the old tank like Leopard 1 will be great to us. Any tank will be in a great use because we still need, oh my god, thousands of tanks to defeat Russia, to at least get closer to the number of tanks that they have, to be even in that. But as you've seen last year, we don't even need to be even. I mean, when we want to do a successful counteroffensive, like in Kharkiv region, like in Kherson, we don't need to outnumber them. We can do it. I mean, our armed forces can do it even without the bigger numbers. Uh, just we play it smart, not like Russians.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Russians are playing it dumb, but they currently they have some small success there on the east, and they are capturing some territories. Let's look at the deep state map. Let's see what it has. Okay, so let's go back in time, like a week ago. Okay, here it is. A week ago, map looked like this. Let's see first, like on a full scale. Here's Ukraine. Here's the east of Ukraine. We're getting closer, and Bakhmut. You 100% you've heard about Bakhmut already, right, guys? And Bakhmut is the hottest spot on the map right now. And they, sorry guys, I'm starting to miss messages there on the chat, in the chat, but it's inevitable. Unfortunately, I have to keep giving you the news and focus on this, so I'd be informative. I'm gonna get back to the chat a bit later, but let's get back to Bakhmut. Bakhmut is the Russians. They're trying to surround Bakhmut. They've been pretty, successful here at the on the south, yes, and a bit successful on the, how do you call it, north, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've trying to surround it, to cut these roads, supply lines, and they're getting closer to this road, but still wasn't able to capture it for 2 weeks already. They've
been sitting in that same spot for a long time now.
Yeah. Our forces are doing their best, and they're pretty successful to not let them cut the supply lines, and Bakhmut is still being supplied. This is why our soldiers are able to give the huge, tremendous, maybe, losses. Russians are taking a huge losses there near Bakhmut, around Bakhmut, in that area. They've losing. Hey Charlie, glad to see you. And with you, Charlie, it's 31 viewers. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your attention. Please give this stream a like. We need this for more people to see us. How algorithm works, and play and press the bell button if you haven't yet. It will help you to not miss our next streams.
That would be a good time as well to let everybody know that Rick has started a Discord channel for the community. So if anybody wants to join, that link is in the chat now.
Yeah, you all guys are welcome. And I'm gonna read a couple of messages. John Allen, I saw pre-war estimates by so-called experts that Russia had about 3,600 working tanks, and some of those were still in parts. Russia never had 20,000 tanks, except maybe back to World War II. Yeah, they have a lot of tanks just standing there, rusty tanks standing in some hangars, and they're just using them mostly for the spare parts, because to make that tank work is a like pretty hard task. Charlie says, Myanmar, what are best ways for citizens of the world to help Ukrainians? The best way, says Charlie, you can help is by donating directly to the ZSU or United 24. Yes, or you can use the. Can you see the right bottom corner? There's Come Back Alive sign. It's actually a button. You can press on this sign, and you're going to be redirected to one of the biggest fundraising platforms in Ukraine, who specializes on military support. They use those money to supply army. Unfortunately, our armed forces grown like X5 bigger last year, and you understand that it's impossible to supply them with everything, like almost 1 million people supply with all the equipment. Now, this is why voluntary missions, not voluntary missions, volunteers in Ukraine, they play a huge part in this. In what? A huge part.
Effort.
Yeah, and I mean, no, a huge part in supplying our soldiers. Most of those drones of DJI Mavic 3, which are like the mostly used drone quadrocopter there on the front line, most of them are not most of them, all of them are being bought by the citizens of Ukraine, by volunteers who raise money and who buy this. And without our volunteering community here in Ukraine, would be in a much worse conditions at the moment. But we're united, and we're all here. I mean, most of us, not all, of course, but most of us understand that, being, I mean, how important it is to support our army right now. And because they are shielding us, they are giving their health and lives there on the front lines. And if they fall today, next it's going to be us. This is why it's better to help raise money, to give some donations to our volunteers, to buy those really important things like thermal vision, or like what else we're buying for them? Those drones, those vests, body vests, or how do you call them?
Armor, body armor.
There's
body
a
armor.
body shield here, level 2. Right?
Exactly.
But we're gonna get some good body shields, level 5. It's all from Apex. Sorry guys, it's our past.
Exactly.
And what else? I was saying what? Just a second.
You were talking about volunteers and fundraising and stuff like that.
I'm just a bit distracted. Can you check if I'm using the right link on the stream? Because my friend asks.
On
asks
donate button?
if I'm using the right one, because he says that it seems that it is already ended, or maybe I just gave him a wrong link. Probably, who knows? Okay.
The Come Back Alive link, right?
Yeah, Come Back Live. No. I'm talking about the stream.
Oh, okay. Oh, just the stream link.
Just a stream. Hi guys, nice to see you. Hi, Eugene. My friend Eugene, he was asking, but he found his way in here. That's nice.
Yeah, stream link still works. I just tried it.
That's cool. We've checked it a bit. Okay, Bren, I keep missing some messages. I see Jim Gobets donating to Serhiy Pritula, or Serhiy Sternenko, who have been donating drones to frontline units, is also a good deed. Yes, I really agree with you, Jim. And Serhiy Pritula, that is. I haven't Once I told you about Serhiy Pertula. He was actually going to U.S. and he was making an address to U.S. Congress. He was representing the volunteer Ukrainian community. So you can imagine how famous he's here in Ukraine and
Yeah, no doubt.
how influent he is, and what big fundraisers he has. He has actually a like officially registered fund. I mean, most of our volunteers have those kind of funds. Uh, Eugene says all Ukraine is holding on Serhi's. No, not all Ukraine. I'd like to say, because Come Back Alive is the biggest fund. It's raising the biggest sums of money. Statistically, just statistically, last year they were the biggest fund. It was like 4 billions of hryvnias, if I'm not mistaken. They've raised. It is divided to four, and you'll have, not to four, to 40, and you have the dollars sum. But I'm not gonna stop on that. Okay, what was I talking about? Telling you guys. Yeah, about Bakhmut. I was talking about Bakhmut, and I wanted to show you how the map changed lately. So let's go day by day and see that Russians are advancing, and they are actually successful in some tiny spots, like not many, not a big parts of the map they've conquering day by day, but let's measure it. Actually, let's go from, yeah, this was one day. So they moved from this point to this point, but it's all approximately. There's no, it's not an exact information. Deep State Map has its delay. It's actually an ascent community. They receive data from the front line, and they check it like 5 times before they change it on a map. But it's only 1.6 kilometer. So yeah, their advances are pretty small daily. Yeah, it's not even
That's
1.6.
That was in a day?
Well, considering that data is coming with a delay, it could
Yeah.
be in 2 days or even in 3 days. Sometimes
Okay, I
it
got
is, but yeah,
Yeah.
let's say in 2 days. So in 2 days they've advanced by 1.5.6 kilometers, but it could be that next day they've advanced only by this point. You see, it's just like 300 meters. So sometimes their success is super tiny comparing to what they're trying to show to the world in their special psychological operations. They're
Yeah.
capturing Soledar. It's a small town. It's not even a town. I'd say it's like a something between village and a town, Soledar. But technically it's a town. But they were losing like 40,000 of their men there to capture it, and after that, and they just make it like a huge victory, but it's just a damn small city.
Yeah. The
And the losses,
population of 10,000.
yeah, super
Yeah.
small. 10,000 people
Yeah.
left there, and they've lost approximately, of course, approximately, but in capturing it, they've lost only 30 or to 40,000 Wagner Group, those prisoners that they were just dropping there like cannon fodder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so their success is just ridiculous comparing to the losses they have. And all those, they try to always push our consciousness of Ukrainians. They try to intimidate us with that information, and also I forgot the word, just a sec. I need to remember it. I won't Google it. Demoralize us with this. Yeah.
Yes.
They always trying to show their every tiny victory as a huge victory to just demoralize us. But they will not. Yeah, mercenaries. Not only prisoners, but mostly prisoners. Eugene, that Wagner Group is not that many of soldiers. It was a few thousand, and now they have like 40,000, but not anymore. A lot of them were destroyed, and at this moment, Wagner Group is getting less and less. I mean, not getting using less and less of their forces because they are just running out. They're just dying,
Yeah.
constantly
Well,
being
exactly. And now they're
eliminated.
like being supplemented by people that aren't trained as well, right? So that's the majority of their forces now are jackasses. So
Yeah. Charlie says Prigozhin has fallen out of favor now with Putin. His end and Wagner's end are near. Yeah, we'll hear this stuff in here. That guy, what his name is? Oh shit, Gerasimov. Yes, the one from Ministry of Defense of Russia.
okay.
He's an enemy of Prigozhin, of his Wagner group, and now he's in charge. Before that, it was Surovikin, the friend of Prigozhin, was in charge of so-called special military operation. Now this asshole is in charge, so there are more just those conscripts running around Bakhmut and just being sent to die just like a cannon fodder.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance. So.
Yeah. Glad to see 35 people. I saw 40 people at some point. Thank you guys. Please give this stream a like if you haven't give it yet. And yeah, I thank you all for your attention. I wanted to show you something actually at the last stream, but I completely forgot to. And I know myself, I will forget it this time too if I won't show it now. So I need to do it right now. So my friend who was, you remember my friend who was near Bakhmut, who was once there and on the very front line. He was in the trenches, and I'm missing a lot of messages. Dan Wiley says, "Hey guys, hey Dan,
Hi, Dan.
Wiley, nice to meet
Dan's
you."
one of my best friends.
Oh, was he here already?
I think he's been in 2 streams. I don't know if he's been chatting before, but he's visited the streams before. So nice to see you, Dan. Happy Sunday.
Nice to see you, Dan. Glad to see you here. Gunter Breedfield says, "Hi, Dan." Eugene says official Russian army is already take the responsibility to take prisoners to their squads. Sorry, no more new meat for Wagner. Yeah, so they just took all the meat from Wagner for themselves.
Yeah, which ultimately they'll end up in the same place, but just under a different banner.
Pivo, I'm glad to see you. I'm here. Didn't want to interrupt. Thank you. Hal Sirs just joined. Hello.
He meant hello.
Yeah. Oh my god, compare a fully trained and outfitted Ukrainian soldier to a Ukrainian prisoner. No contest. Yep. But, did I just say Ukrainian prisoner? It was Russian prisoner. And sometimes, and not only me, a lot of people do it. We pronounce one word, the opposite word of some word. Like when we want to say Ukraine, we say Russia. Sometimes it sounds ridiculous. And I hear some of the guys who's given an interview to someone, and they're saying Ukraine instead of Russia, and it sounds, what? Ukraine sent thousands convicts to the front line? Yeah, and I was just a bit confused by myself. You skipped me. What do you mean, Marisha?
She had a comment says the prisoners are the only to commute their sentences or get money to support families or pay off debt. Poor motivations to fight.
Yeah, and correct. There's a lot of this stuff in the interviews that I was taking a rest for a week because I got exhausted from the last interview I made, and now I'm ready to start a new one. I've already chosen one. It's gonna be not Zolkin, but his partner Dmytro Karpenko. Dmytro is an awesome interviewer too, and he's gonna be doing what? Doing this interview, the one that I'm gonna, and it's gonna be a fresh one. So now getting back to what my friend who was on the front line and who came back and who is now about to get back there. And what? And he brought me a present. He actually sent me a present. And first, I think I'm gonna show it to you, and then you guys will guess, maybe guess something. But here it is.
Oh, that's cool. Who's it
Yeah.
signed? Is that signed by his whole unit?
Yes.
That
Doesn't
is
focus
cool.
in on it. No, it's not.
Not on the signatures. No, I can't really make. Oh, there you go. You had focus for a split second there.
Hey. Yeah, it's because of the blur. It doesn't see
Yeah.
me. This is why I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
do it like this, maybe. Yeah, I gotta closer
Yeah,
to
there you
me. So his unit signed this flag for me. It's actually the flag that I gifted my friend. Who I bought this flag and I gave him a gift, but he signed it. I mean, his signature is this one. Yeah, just a sec. This one is his signature. He's how do you call it? His nickname there on the front line. How do you call nicknames of soldiers?
Yeah, we call them nicknames. I don't know.
Nicknames.
Nicknames. Yeah.
His nickname is
Code
Greek.
name, maybe.
Greek, and he's actually an ethnic Greek, and there's a text on the Greek, which actually I think it's maybe Slava Ukraini Slava, but in Greece, in Greek language. And
That's cool.
some guys were saying not дякую, but дякову, which is actually a version of word дякую, which is shit. We have Zakarpattia, the region of Zakarpattia in here, and it's the Zakarpattia version of the word дякую. So yeah, this thing is really dear to me, and I'm really happy to receive it. And yeah, this is a flag that I'm gonna be carrying with me, not everywhere where I go, but you know, it's always gonna be here with me.
Yeah, prized possession. We have a correction. The nicknames for soldiers are call sign or call name.
Call name. Thank you, guys.
Or call sign.
I see
so that's from
Doc is already
and
here
Charlie.
too. Glad to see you again, Doc. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put it in here, I guess, and so it's gonna be always with us during the stream. Just a sec, I'm gonna do it right now. Some live action. Finally, I'm gonna stand up, and you'll see what I'm wearing down there. It's just the jeans. Just a sec.
Oh, that's awesome. How you doing today, Doc?
Yes. So it was a historic moment of this flag happening to be there. Now you guys all know what flag it is and how it is dear to my heart.
Yes.
Okay, nice. I've done this, and maybe we'll get back to the news finally.
I probably should.
Yay for NAFO, thank you. You mean my my hoodie, right?
Yeah, it must
This
be.
one. That's cool. Yeah, I like this one. This was the hoodie that was like my pass ticket to the NAFO. You know, I made the donation this way. You can buy something from Javelin, Saint Javelin, on his website, and you can ask for a fella. And you can check my Twitter. Yeah, I forgot to add the Twitter handle to here, but it's Rick the Ukrainian. Just as here. I've renamed, by the way, YouTube from Rick Carl to just Rick the Ukrainian, so it matches now. The handles are the same. Cool, at least. East, he's wearing pants. Yeah, I am. I'm
At least,
great.
yeah.
at least. I'm Brad. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, it's great that you're great, Doc. We're nice to hear it. Yes. Okay. I'll repeat once again that you can give this stream a like, and you what? You also press the bell button. And yeah, for those who didn't know, I have a Patreon, and I will be grateful if you guys go and check how can you support me and my work and our work with Jet. And I'm really grateful to my 6 new Patreons. Jet is one of them. Thank you, Jet. And I'm really grateful to six new Patreons who joined me this week. Thank you, Doc. You're Javelin, right? Each patron are a weapon. It's a Stinger, Javelin, Bradley, Abrams, and HIMARS. We currently have 3 Stingers. We have 2 Javelins, and we have 1 Bradley. It's a huge weapon, a badass one.
Yep.
Yeah, in case you're interested, the link to my Patreon is in the description and in my bio
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And
what that Patreon does is that it's going to allow Rick the time to do more translations, essentially, is what it comes down to. Translations.
Time. Yeah,
and stuff.
Actually, time is the most important thing in here because spending time at work, for example, is is something that takes my time, right? Spending time takes my time. Sounds ridiculous. Sorry, but you know what I mean. And what? And yeah, if you'll keep supporting me there on Patreon. At some point, I will be able to focus only on translations. I love to do it, and I would make my content more consistent, like more.
Frequent.
More frequent.
More often. More
more often, more frequent.
Yeah.
So yeah, if everything goes well, then by the end of the year, I'll be able to produce them once per week, ideally. Not sure that I will achieve this result by the end of the year, but I'm ambitious, and let's hope. Let's hope.
And obviously,
everything's.
That's not the only way to support the channel either.
Yeah.
Just being in the streams, liking, sharing, just consuming the content, that all helps. So just even just being around, that is plenty of support as well.
Yeah, actually, Patreon is just the last thing that how you can help.
Yeah, it's supplementary.
Supplementary and just super. The most important thing is being here, and thank you so much for everyone who's here with us. Okay. Dan says, I'll sub to your Patreon once I get my finances in order. At the moment, I had to pay a huge amount to get my full license. $400, lol. Wow.
That's a lot.
What full license? What is it?
For driving.
Oh, for driving. Yeah, that's crazy.
Just because in Canada, there's like multiple tiers of licenses. You get there's different classes, right? So you have to have a certain license for like a while, and then you take another test, and then you have that license for a while, and you take another test, and you have to pay for the test every time and all that too. So
yeah, I think we have the same system, so I understand.
Yeah, probably similar. Yeah.
Pivo says in Zakarpattia live Rusin people. Yeah. I also follow Konstantin inside Russia, who is doing great work now in Uzbekistan to reveal everything wrong with the RF and is building bridges between Russians who have left you and not you who have left and UA refugees there. Well, that's a pretty good work then, if he's doing this. What else did I miss? Messages. Doing SPCA courses right now, says Dan Wiley. unconscious, sorry, Bia's quiz. It's very nerdy. If you don't 100% these quizzes, haha, it's not a good look. I'm a bit confused, Jet.
Yeah, so the SPCA is the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And what it does is like it essentially runs like a bunch of animal shelters and stuff, right? And then Dan works in one of these animal shelters. He works for the SPCA. So what he's doing is just upgrading his like education within his work field.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to the news. I still have a lot to show you. So let's maybe talk about Turkey and its earthquake. This was the biggest earthquake for the last 100 years. This is a huge catastrophe. It's a mass disaster. And so let's watch some crazy videos. Just wanted to watch it with you guys. Yeah, first of them is this one. It shows you how it was spreading and how many pushes. Is it a word to use it in here? Because in here we say pushes, but maybe.
What do you mean?
This. Let me just translate this word just a second. Maybe not the push. Like that, some sort of explosion that causes the earthquake. How do you call it?
Like what actually causes an earthquake?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to educate myself on earthquakes real quick.
Oh,
well, I know it's like the function of it. It's like the fault lines, like build up pressure, and then one pops and goes over top of the other one. But I don't know what that process is called.
I see the word tremor. No, but it's probably not.
Yeah, see, I'm just finding descriptions like I just described, but without
kick, impulse,
okay,
impact, and yeah, we can say. I guess we gotta check the chat. Tremor says Doc.
So,
yeah, I guess it is. U2 Gunter, I have a question. A YouTube channel said Turkey is sending Leopard tanks. Is this true? I'm not sure. I have no such information. It's probably a rumor. But everything that Turkey is giving us is not going public. They don't announce everything because they want to sit on two chairs, as we Ukrainians say. They want to be friends with us and friends with Russia too. Seismic activity, but yeah, I mean, tectonic plates sliding against each other. I mean, how do you call these green explosions on this video exactly?
I don't know. I would just call them shockwaves.
Shockwaves. You see, the orange one is the most significant, and it happened 2-3 times during. So yeah, first people got the huge devastating earthquake, and then when they were trying to get people from the rubble, another earthquake happened. This is crazy.
Aftershocks.
And videos are totally shocking. I saw some numbers like 33,000 people died already after a week. 33,000 people, dead people, this earthquake took. This is crazy, and the number will be growing because rubble must be how do you call it?
Sifted through.
Unraveled. It cannot be used, definitely.
Yeah.
Marsha, I have to go too. I hope you're still here to hear me. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.
Yeah, Charlie had to go as well, so if you're still here, Charlie, have a good day, and if you're not, we will see you next time and talk to you soon.
Yes. Yes, Charlie. Thank you for being a mod, as usually, the best mod. So, okay, and Heroim Slava, of course. So, I wanted to show you some videos. Yeah, let's go. Let's go and see some videos finally. Because this is scary. This is scary and crazy and just, yeah, I think, yeah, here it is. First, I guess these are some first day videos where everything in the dust, you see, everything has fallen, and I mean the buildings have fallen and caused a huge dust clouds. Yeah, clouds is the word. And that's the video of building falling down just instantly. Ah, man. People were just sitting in their homes and happened to be under the rubble in a second. Yeah, whole blocks of buildings are down. Not all of them down, some of them were probably built or just were lucky not to get down, but some of them were built earthquake resistant, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of the newer infrastructure in Turkey is earthquake resistant, but that's to be said, there's a lot of old buildings in that country.
Yeah.
That were not built to that code.
A lot of them were built that way, definitely. And what else? It is also Syria that was experiencing that earthquake. It happened not only in Turkey but in Syria, and a lot of people died in Syria too, went under the rubble, and we're gonna see some more videos. Yeah, here people are, yeah, it's been a first earthquake happened already, and people started, people were just going down the street, and the other one started happening, and the building behind them just have fallen. You see, they're running from the dust cloud. This is so fucking scary.
Oh, it is. And especially, well, another thing that makes it scarier even in Syria is the lack of emergency services, because that country is essentially in civil war already, right?
Yeah.
So there's just not as much, like, you know, organized civil emergency services that there would be in a country that isn't under political duress.
Yeah, and as I've read, their regime, that Assad regime, or Assad, I don't know how you call that asshole, but he is preventing humanitarian aid to come to that region. He is killing his people. He's committing genocide again, and he keeps doing it with his country. It is just so unfair what is happening there in Syria, and it's so hard to bear the suffering that their people been experiencing for how many? 12 years already?
Yeah.
Maybe more.
I think that's correct.
Maybe even 16? I'm not sure. But I'm not going to check it right now because I'm going to get distracted. Let's get back to the videos from Turkey.
Started in 2011.
2011. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been 12 years. I've been pretty exact. You see the huge building just fallen, and another one fallen right after. Just see. Oh, that's crazy. And yeah, let's see some more destruction. But yeah, I also wanted to show you another kind of video in a couple of days after the earthquake happened. There was a video from a drone. Yeah, this one. This is just crazy to see it from above. I guess around 60 to 70% of all buildings have fallen, and you can see a total rubble outside. It's a huge problem for a country. I mean, it's a humanitarian, maybe not catastrophe, but a crisis, a huge one, because
massive.
It's a massive humanitarian crisis, and our country is helping Turkey with this. We've sent a team of rescue service men and women to Turkey. I had a video somewhere in here. Just give me a sec. Maybe I'll maybe I've saved it in here, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think I did. But they're there. You can just believe me, right? They're helping Turkish people to save people from the rubble. And yeah, I see so many interesting news in here that I wanted to show you, and as usually I don't have enough time for all of this. And I also know that Jet is gonna go earlier today. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna stay with you guys for a bit longer because I think Jet is gonna need to go now already.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I should go.
Damn it.
Yeah, it is 10:30. Okay. Yeah. Nice to see you guys though, and yeah, we'll do it again next week. And peace out, Rick. Have a good day.
Yeah, Jet. Thank you so much
Enjoy your rest tonight.
For being my co-host as usually. You're the best.
Oh, of course, bro.
Have a great day.
You too, brother. Love all of you guys, and we will be talking soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye,
man. Guys.
Okay, so it's me and you guys for the first time, I guess. No, it's for the second time. It was one of the oldest streams where where Jet left me just like this, instantly, and I was alone with the viewers. But back then we had only a couple of people watching us, so probably, yeah. This is the first time like this. So you ask questions, guys. If I get carried away, I missed a lot of messages too. Sorry. Gunter also went away. I mean, because Marisha was saying Auf Wiedersehen. Gunter, maybe he came here. Ciao, Marsha. Was nice to chat with you. Oh no, he was saying bye to Marsha. Got it. Unreal, that is awful. Yeah, that's crazy. Doc was saying these are rescued children who nobody know who they are or where they were even found. Yeah, that's a huge tragedy. So many lives were just, were ruined, were lost, and it's just hard to comprehend how many people died instantly or got injured. It's hard to imagine 33 or 35,000 people died just in one or many days. I mean, not many or a few days, because some people died there under the rubble just from hunger or starving or just bleeding out. It's a catastrophe. It's hard. It's emotionally hard for me to even think about it, to even try to comprehend how crazy it is, how it. Yeah, the devastation reminds me of Mariupol, Doc says. And yeah, me too, because most of the buildings in Mariupol were ruined, fully ruined. They went down from Russian shelling. And it's sad that this is happening in 21st century. Josh was, yeah, that's the real name of Jad, actually. Dan said, "Take care, Josh." Okay, guys. Another thing I wanted to tell you today, and to ask for your help, is the fundraiser that my friend Hala, you remember her? We were raising funds with her 2 weeks ago for the thermal vision. By the way, are you still here, Pike from Alaska? Because we were talking about thermal vision last time, right? And you said that you could ask something. I mean, not something. You could ask around in your hunting community there in Alaska to raise some, just to look into it, raise some money for thermal vision. But this time, Hala needs help, not she. She's a volunteer. By the way, one of the many volunteers that are the part of volunteering community here in Ukraine, just like Pritula or Sternenko, but she's a smaller one. She's not that famous, but she's doing a great job helping our soldiers since day one of full-scale invasion, since 24th of February last year. It's going to be almost a year that she's serving our country as um, an outstanding volunteer. She's just amazing. I really love such a friend. And what else? Not else. What exactly we're talking about? There's a let's see. Let's look at her post on Facebook. It's in Ukrainian. But you guys can probably translate it. I'm gonna actually send this post to you here in the chat. Just a sec. I just need to open up my stream here in browser. Exactly. Yeah, I need to mute myself also. And yeah, guys, please give this video a like if you haven't done it yet. I will be grateful to you because I see 48 likes, but we can do better. It's a great result. Thank you for this 48 likes. It's actually more likes than people that are currently watching us. It's 32 viewers. Thank you so much for being here, but maybe we can do plus couple of likes, okay? So yeah, I need to send it to you in here. There's a Facebook fundraiser. Yeah, I mean she's always doing them on Facebook. And yeah, Gunter, sorry, have to go. My phone is ringing. Hope to see you again. I subscribed for your channel. Bye, see you. Bye, Gunter. Been nice to meet you. I mean, it was nice to meet you. And so, yeah, this is Hala, and she says in here that now this is gonna be a photo for your attention. So she put this photo here to draw people's attention. She's a beautiful woman, and she wanted to, you know, draw people's attention with it. And I guess it is working, right? And what she says in here that 36 brigade 36 brigade needs a thermal vision drone. Mavic, it is Mavic 3 thermal with 1 year DJI care. Oh, of course, with the care. It's pretty expensive. It's $5,500. Yeah, $5,500. It is a huge amount of money for just a drone, but it is needed to for our soldiers who's going to be sent to Bakhmut, and we guys can help Hala with this fundraiser. We can send her some donations. Any donation is amazing. $1 or even 50 cents is also a good donation. And if 100 people send just $1, it's going to be already something. So in this post, there's a link in here that is actually the jar. We call it in here monobank. We have a bank in here that is yeah, we're able to create jars in here, and we gather an amount of money to this jar. There's a goal in here. You can see it in here. It's 220,000 hryvnias, which is almost $5,000. Well, it's actually exactly $5,500, and 50,000 hryvnias has been already raised. This is just awesome. It's a 25% of all sum that we need for this drone. So I encourage you to send some donations to our soldiers to buy these drones, drone, I mean to Hala right now, but she's gonna buy a drone for them, and they're gonna receive a huge support for their resistance there on the front line, because it's really important to, you know, it's really important to see Russians in the dark, and it is how do you call it? Essential, vital sometimes in there. Yeah, probably that's the word. I'm gonna send the link to you in here, and yes, and if you wish, I really am not pressuring anyone here. Just if you wish, you can donate $1 or two, or just a half, or just don't donate anything. It's okay too. So this is actually something that I will be trying to raise money for the next week, and I usually do it like at my work. I send the link to colleagues, and those who wish, they donate some. Yeah, and I usually myself here in Ukraine we have a like a mindset for the last year that we really the donations are really important. I mean, for our army, and we need to support our army because situation that our country appeared at, I mean, found itself at a year ago, is just crazy, and it's a fight for our survival. This is why we we do what we survive how we can, and buying these drones will help our soldiers, definitely help them. And yes, that's it. That's it. Say something in the chat, guys, because it seems super silent after I started talking about this fundraiser. Tell me what you think about it. What do you think about the? I mean, about this? Yeah, share your thoughts with me. And what else? And meanwhile, I'll get back to the news. I'll show you something. Yeah, let's get back to Zelensky's trip and finally see where he had been. Yeah, here's he's meeting the King of England, Charles III. Third, yeah, that's the right pronunciation. And here's Rishi Sunak and Zelensky are in funny helmets, huge helmets that they are. It's a funny photo, and this one is funny too, and a lot of memes grown from this one. And I guess you've probably seen some of them. Oh yeah, here's a video of our rescue services being sent to Turkey to help people going through the rubble. And yeah, this is in 2x speed, so it's going to be pretty fast. But guys been sent. Yeah, and there's also some interview. Maybe you want to hear it if you guys understand Ukrainian. But yeah, it's too fast to understand what they're talking about. They were getting on the plane, and after that we received the second video how they are already landed and how they are setting up the camp in Turkey, and they started to help Turkish people to save their people. I have shared this on my Facebook page, Rick. Thank you so much, Dan. This is only the second stream that I've watched of you. I am a 61-year-old Ukrainian Canadian. It is good to see you younger guys keep the Ukrainian plight on the forefront of the news. Thank you. Thank you, Tank2. I'm glad to meet you. I'm glad to see you here. Welcome. You can give the stream a like if you haven't yet. But I actually am proud to represent my country on the news front, that's the front that I'm capable of. I'm not a strong person, and I'm totally, I think, not a military type. Maybe unfortunately, yeah, I guess unfortunately, because the most important thing that you can do these days for your country is to take the rifle in your hands and go protect it. But not all of us are capable of that. And yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm capable, maybe I just don't want to. But anyway, I'm doing what I can where I am right now. And I'm trying to also, translate those interviews and dub them. And I guess it helps our country too. It helps us to spread what really is happening, to spread the truth, to spread the also our point of view, to spread the facts about those Russian soldiers are uh, doing and what they are committed here, how they are, and who they are, and what they are like. And it's a lot of things. It's I guess someday by jet. um, so, hello everyone, said Tank 2, and Dog said hello to Tank 2. Once again, Tank 2, glad to see you here, and what? And let's continue with news. Yeah, I'm getting more tired, sorry guys, I'm a bit messy in my thoughts, but we're gonna get there, we're gonna see more news. Now you see Serhiy Sternenko on your screen, where he's showing the video from one of FPV drones, and FPV drone just fallen there somewhere, and those drones are self-destructing. And one Russian soldier started hitting it with a stick, and you see what happened there. So drone was just taking a nap in there, and no one was bothering him. But Russian decided to self-destruct and just started poking it with a stick. And that was the end of that Russian, -1 Russian. And that's good for us. There's a smaller number of occupants on our territory. Pivo, how you doing, by the way? And maybe I missed a message from you. I'm sure that I missed a couple. I've said hi to you, but I didn't see if you said how are you. So, what were we talking about? We were talking about that FPV drone. Yes, Sternenko gathered a lot of money this week for 1,000 FPV drones, and it is potentially minus 1,000 Russian occupants on the front line. And it's good too. So this week, our army set a record on dead Russians. Yes. Let's see that number. It's crazy. Just in one day, our army was able to eliminate 1,140 occupants. And this is the record. The previous record was also this week. It was 1,030 of them, and this time, this is crazy. Russia never lost that many soldiers, and it's only I forgot the word. Just a second. Starting to forget the words. Getting tired. Confirmed, yes. It's only the confirmed killed Russians. So this number could be bigger, could be smaller. No, it couldn't be smaller. I believe in this statistics because it seems quite accurate. But who knows? What else? What else? What important happened this week? Yeah, as I've said, Zelensky went to Europe after Britain. I mean, first to Paris, right? Paris. He met Macron. He met Olaf Scholz. Along with Macron, Olaf Scholz came to Paris too, and they've had a three-way meeting. It sounds, yeah, like, funny. three-way meeting, but I'm not that dirty. So they've been discussing aviation and also long-range missiles. Yes, another important thing that Ukraine is getting good signals from Britain is long-range missiles. We still don't know what missiles these are going to be, but they've said that they have an agreement to send us, I mean, our government with British government to send us those missiles finally. This will allow us to be able to hit all our occupied territories. We can actually check it on Deep State Map. Currently, there's an instrument on Deep State Map where we can check the exact artillery and how far it will hit. Let's take HIMARS, for example. Its range is 84 kilometers. Let's choose the standard HIMARS range, and let's put it, for example, in here, in Kherson region. So as you can see, we can hit it. We can hit only Kherson Oblast in here, and Crimea is unreachable with this system for us. Or, for example, if we if we put it in here, HIMARS cannot reach these regions of Donetsk region or of Luhansk region in here, for example. But it's all important because we need to strike the rear of Russian army, and we gotta strike their ammunition warehouses, ammunition stores. Does Moldovan government change affect Ukraine at all? Change effect? Government change. I don't think that it affects Ukraine. I think that are there presidential republic? I'm not sure. I actually didn't get into it this week. I didn't see any information that it is something critical for us. But Zelensky, in one of his addresses this week, he said that they have an information. Our intelligence has an information that Russians are preparing the governmental overthrow in Moldova, and it seems it has begun. And let's see how Maya Sandu, the president of Moldova, and her team will react to that, how they will, go through that crisis. But Russia definitely has their leverage there. They have some political forces, some pro-Russian forces, that has who can be the danger for Moldova. Let's hope everything is going to be all right and Russians won't come to power there. I guess let's not guess. Let's just see how close Moldova is, and that Moldova also has an occupied territories, which is called Pridnestrovye, and yeah, Russians occupied it in 1991, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere in the early 90s. And since then, they've created the same kind of republic, which they've created here in Donetsk Oblast and Luhansk Oblast. Those two unreal republics, fake republics, which are called DPR and LPR. And I lived there for a few years, and it was terrible. It's just depressing to live under that occupation, and there's no free speech in there, no almost no rights for you as a person. Okay, so Jim Gobbets said, so a Tiplin philosopher do a real nice defense of the accuracy of the Ukrainian statistics this morning on his geopolitics channel. Geopolitics, maybe. Or yeah, a small channel worth watching. Okay. Maybe you'll... so a Tiplin philosopher is the name of the channel, right? Got it. I was worried about Odessa, says Doc in Paradise. You mean what do you mean about Odessa? This week you were worried about Odessa? What do you mean, Doc? tell me. So, about the weapons. Yes. GL, another important thing that I forgot to mention on the last stream, that USA will give us, finally, will provide us with GLSDB rockets. They're used by HIMARS systems and M270, and their range is 150 kilometers. And what else? And another problem is, I think they will be arriving only by the end of the year, because USA will provide us with those that still are needed to be produced. And this is why we still have to wait until we have something that can strike Crimea or the border territories with Russia. That's the problem. So we still have to wait, but let's see. Maybe they will also send some other rockets like this in addition to this one. But from Britain, we have a signal that we have such an agreement, and the range of those rockets, of those possible rockets, could be even bigger, could be even longer. It could be up to 240 kilometers. Some of them are even 200. No, sorry, more than 300 kilometers range. Yes, this is why. This is something. Let's hope this is going to be a game changer. And what else? I actually have another screen where it is just me. Yes. But I also forgot. I mean, something. Huh. Okay, sorry. I was just switching between the screens, between the scenes, and I got confused there for a bit. We're listening. Okay, Jim Gobbets, about 1,500 Russians in Moldova with no result or relief in a year. Gotta figure they are tried and could be kicked out if a force big enough could be gathered. Yeah, the problem with Moldova is that they don't have a strong army. Their army is small. Their army is not prepared for any war, as far as I know. Then I have to leave for a meeting, Rick. Take care. I'll see you next stream. I shared your stream as well. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you for being here. Nice to meet you. And I see you on the next stream. Hi, Genty. Where are you from? And yes, I was also reading the messages. Yes, Jim Gobbets, I agree with you. By the way, Jim, where are you from? Have you already been here on our streams? Maybe I missed your messages last time. Doc was answering Jim's Gobbets message but if Russia controls Moldova, will they strike Odessa? Yeah, interesting question. That's why you were worried about Odessa. I don't think that they're capable to strike Odessa with those tiny forces. We're controlling. I mean, our armed forces are controlling the situation there, and in case of any provocations, they will respond, and that respond, as our officials claim, will be pretty rough for those guys. Have a good day then, Wiley. Doc said. Doc, I don't think the Russian force there could do anything versus Ukrainians. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oklahoma, USA, glad to see you, Jen T. It's almost like Jet. It's my co-host who was here, but he had to go earlier today. So I'm it's just me right now with you guys, but it's usually two of us. But you probably know that, right? Moldova territory is like the Donetsk region, only that the problem. Yeah. That's the problem. I am from Grand Cayman. First time on stream. Just found you a week ago. That's cool. Glad to see new faces, new people here. Genty, I was born and raised in Kansas, and my mom still lives in Oklahoma. That's cool. I also don't remember if I asked you this, Doc, because it seems new to me. Maybe I'm just forgetting. Sorry if I forget. I'm pretty tired at the moment. And what else? What else? I was talking about long-range missiles. Yes, I guess progress is being made this week, and it's great. And we're this year we'll see some surprises. Definitely see some surprises from our army, and it's gonna be some counteroffensives too. This is gonna be an interesting year, a very interesting one. Okay, let's get through some news again. After that, Zelensky, yeah, by the way, also he received the French, one of the most valuable French rewards, which is called, just a second, the, I need to translate the word. Medal, order, medal, yeah, medal in this case, of French Legion, which is actually a high reward. Yes, Macron gifted him with this. Is gifted a thing? Can I say gifted him, or should I use another term? Help me with this, guys. Cool, Doc. I lived here for 2 years now. My house stayed in Pennsylvania, USA. I don't live there now, though, Rick. Where do you live right now, Doc? You've told me that, right? But I forgot. Please remind me. Okay, so where were we? I wasn't showing you the screen. Sorry. I gotta get back there and show you the reward and show you the hugging. Yeah. There's the reward, there was the hugging, and there was Scholz, Macron, and Zelensky. I was actually happy to see Zelensky outside of Ukraine. Was happy to see him in Europe, see him in Britain, and it usually means that he's gonna bring some results. And it means that our victory is getting closer, and it is just, yeah. Heroям Slava, Cougar Town. Yeah, I just saw Glory to Ukraine and I couldn't resist to stop talking and say Glory to Heroes. Rick, everything is good here in Ohio. Good. Oh, Timit. Hi, glad to see you. Is it Timit or Zimit? I guess Timit, maybe. Right? A medal would be awarded. Medal. Medal. Yeah, medal. You probably meant medal? Yeah, he awarded him with medal. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for helping me with that. I'm still learning English, and I'm actually teaching you Ukrainian if you want to know something in Ukrainian. I'm in Oregon, USA, in the forest by a wild river. Oh gosh, you live in the wild? That's cool. Gotta run, got a pizza about to go in the oven. Much love to all on stream. It was fun to tune in. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава, Jim Gobbets. I was really glad to see you. Nice to meet you. And see you on the next stream next week. And a medal, yes. Cougar Town. Where are you from, Cougar Town? You're new here too, right? You haven't been here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe yeah, I'm not sure now. Maybe you're not new here. Okay, so let's scroll down to some other news. That's a funny, I guess it's from Polish television. Volodymyr Zelensky was named president Wielkiej Brytanii, like a president of Great Britain. But this was mistake, and this was a meme I found, and it was like, oh my God, it began. It was saying, I mean, the caption was saying. You see Paul Massara here. He received the Azov. How do you call this kind of flag? The military flag. How do you call it? Tell me, guys. So yeah, Azov members were signing this flag for him. Lucky guy. I wish to receive such a flag one day myself. Okay, so what else? By the way, right now my friend Hala is reminding me that she created the post about that fundraiser, and yeah, I unfortunately don't have time to answer her. That I already told you guys that we're raising money, and I really thank you guys who's going to be donating. I see some money already been donated. Thank you for all who donated. We really need to get those those drones going to the front lines because they save lives there. They save lives of our soldiers. We're Banner, yeah, Banner in this case. I'm a terrible speller. Sorry. um, Okay. Dog says, I've always wanted to visit Sweden. So, Cougar Town is from Sweden. Awesome. Cougar Town. Glad to see you. But yeah, what do you mean? Yeah. But yeah, you're new here, right? Or, but yeah, I was already here. And Sweden is cool. I'd like to visit Sweden someday. I wasn't actually. Um, I haven't been to many countries in my life. It was like outside Ukraine, it was Lithuania and Poland. That's it. That's all the countries. But I moved around Ukraine a lot. I've been, um, yeah, on different sides of Ukraine, almost on all the sides of Ukraine. And I wish to travel around the world as soon as this war ends with our victory. I'll be glad to visit some countries around the world, and Sweden's gonna be definitely gonna be one of them. And first of all, I'm gonna be visiting all the allies countries, and Sweden is one of our best allies, so I'll definitely go to Sweden too. The drones is a big priority. I agree. Yeah. Thank you guys. This is why. Thank you for. If you need the link again, I'm gonna add it to description of this video. Of course, I didn't have time to edit, but I'm gonna send it right here once again. Just a second. Oh, we also, by the way, we have 53 likes. If you guys haven't given this video, this stream a like, please do it. And there's a link to donate. Yes, if anyone wants to donate, do it. Thank you. Okay, what else? In the news. What else was in the news? Russians lost first of their famous Terminator machines, which is some kind of tank, but with rockets and with a big machine gun. And that's how they lost it. Look at this. It burns just as any Russian equipment. They are, they're trying to figure out some new ultra weapons that was called Wunderwaffe by Germans during World War II, but their weapons are just the same shit as what? As every weapon of them. The Russian new tank is really terrible. It gets destroyed by World War II weaponry. Yeah. That's the problem with most weaponry. Every tank, I guess the Western tanks, just like Abrams tank, will probably be destroyed by Javelin rocket, right? So it's really important that Russians didn't get any trophy Javelin rockets, Javelin rockets. That's my tiredness, guys. When I'm getting tired, I start to mess the words, and my Ukrainian accent starts to go through my fake American accent. So, what else? I was wanting to show you show you the result of this week's massive rocket attack. It was on Friday. We in the morning, Shaheeds were those Iranian drones were flying to to hit our infrastructure objects. Russians sent them. It was 5 of them destroyed by our air defense systems. Yeah, I am exhausted, Doc. I'm really exhausted at the moment. But I'm really happy to be here with you guys. Even though I'm exhausted, I'm having, I don't know, I'm not having fun, but I really enjoy being here. I also have fun in my strange way. But sometimes talking about war, talking about murders, it cannot give you fun, right? But you can find some black humor. Is it a term there, guys, by the way? I think Doc was worried that a government change in Moldova might threaten Odessa more directly since it's very close. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think that this needs to worry you these days. Cougar Town, that's what I meant. I have been in many countries and live in many places, said Cougar Town. Yeah, so yeah, I'm exhausted, and we're gonna need to finish the stream pretty soon because you just gonna see me falling down consciously. No, sorry. How do you call it when you just lose your conscious and fall and sleep or just be in coma? Doc, sorry, I didn't realize that you are still here. Exactly. Is it funny? I'm laughing. Okay, I'm getting really. You're losing me there. So Russians sent this time after Shahed drones, they've sent 71 missile. This was a pretty big one, big attack, massive attack, subconsciously. Pass out, yeah, to pass out. That's the term. I will just pass out at some point, and you'll see me under the table. Well, you won't see me. You just see the room and me being down there. Yeah, this is what can happen. Pass out. Yes. Thank you for helping me out with that. Okay. So what? So I was telling you that 71 rocket was sent, were shot, and 61 rocket was eliminated by our air defense system. So 86% efficiency. This is a great efficiency. Unfortunately, those 10 rockets were able to hit our infrastructure objects, and a lot of oblasts, you know what I mean, regions of our country were de-electricized. Okay, got it. You got it. Lost power, right? Genty, you're here. Nice. You were away, right? I see some people have their stuff to do, so they are falling off, but it's okay. The stream is long. It's really hard to stay here for 2 hours. It's been 1 hour and 42 minutes, and this is a pretty long one. Okay, what else? So this was a pretty good result of our air defense systems, air defense forces, by our defense forces, and Kiev was unharmed this time. I'm not sure though. Maybe one object was hit here in Kiev or Kiev Oblast, but we didn't feel it really bad. Like the light was going out that day again and again, but we what? We didn't lost power for long. And next day it was okay. We had electricity just as scheduled. Actually, yesterday we had electricity all day. Wow, we're lucky. And today we have all electricity all day, so it's getting better. I can really state that here in Kiev, it is getting better with electricity, and it's really good. Uh, this means that we almost went through this hard winter. It was hard, a hard winter. Um, Janti said, yeah, was listening, but was AFK. I'm wide awake. And that's great that you're wide awake, Cougar Town. What else? Yeah, also Zelensky, when he was in Brussels meeting European Union leaders, he met the King of Belgium, Philip. I'm not sure that. Yeah, Philip the First. And also Zelensky, in this time I cannot say gifted him. I cannot say awarded him. It is a gift. He gifted him a plate, which is actually a part of Russian battle jet that was Su-25, and it was hit by our air defense here in Ukraine, and it crashed. So our military took a part of it and they signed it. Together we win. Yes, definitely together we win. And they've also drawn some beautiful battle jets here. Probably they are Western, but maybe this one, I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in jets. Maybe in a couple of years I will be. Right now, I'm not. So Russians also they've recorded a video. Okay, just a second, guys. Yeah, they've recorded a video from their bombarder when they were launching one of those or few of those missiles in that massive rocket attack. And let's see how it looked.
С добрым утром, Zelensky!
Yeah, so that Russian, how do I call it? I don't want to insult him, but yeah, Russian, you know who? He said that Rashist, yeah, we can call him that. So he said, good morning, Zelensky, when rocket was launched from the bombarder. And yeah, so Russians are, admitting their war crimes, and they're giving us some good evidence for what? For the future court in Hague? No, that's not the word. Like the Nuremberg process, the tribunal that will be happening to put those Russian criminals, war criminals, and not only them, to the account for all the crimes they've committed during this war. Glory to Ukraine from the Middle East. Wow, super. Super? Cool. Yuri Bench. We're glad to see you. Hi to Middle East from Ukraine. Thank you for by the way, you're right now you're in the Middle East. Are you from Middle East? Tell us about yourself, if it's okay for you to tell more about yourself. Are you still on rolling blackouts, Rick? Yeah, we have a schedule here, and on weekdays we are usually getting 4 hours of power outages. Sometimes it's 3 instead of 4. Sometimes half of the outages we don't have half of the outages. Usually we have 2 outages per day, like I mean day, not in the night, just day when you have lights. We have 2 outages, and usually lately one of them is one of those outages is not there. How do I say it? we have only one of those 2 outages lately. So this is just great because the situation is getting better lately. It's improving. So orc, yes, orc. Thank you. That's the exact word. Doc, you always have my back there. Thank you. That is what is happening, Cougar Town was saying. And also he said, I wonder what happens when Ukraine takes back Crimea. That will be very interesting to see how Russia react to that. Yeah, Russia will react really hard. They will do nothing, just as usually, you know. They will be just themselves, and we will just threaten, and do nothing. I mean, like during this war, they promised us not to cross some lines, and to our partners not to cross some lines, and they were saying that they will use nuclear weapons, and still there is no use to of sorry, they all just talk. They they are, you know, those type of bandits, those type of thugs, right? Who constantly being aggressive, but when it comes to the fight, it appears that they are not fighters. They are just all talk and all threatening and all intimidating, and they're actually weak. So that's Russia, and we just need more weapons to put them in their place, to finally destroy their army in Ukraine, to be able to deoccupy all of our territories, to deoccupy Crimea. Our head of intelligence, Kirill Budanov, says that this year, this summer, Crimea will be deoccupied. That's the plan. I said deoccupied it? Shit. Just like Zelensky. Deoccupied. Zelensky usually says he's adding ed to some words that they don't need this to be added there. Okay, Yuri Bench, I am reading your messages now. The first time I got to know this channel, glad to know. You can give this stream a like if you like, and you can subscribe, and of course you can also do what? You can also press the bell button. It will help you not to miss the next stream, and also translations that I have. I see you say that you're from Israel, Palestine. That's cool. I'm glad to meet you, and glad to see people from Middle East here. That's really awesome. I'm not sure that you're a first person here, first, or I mean, in the chat from Middle East, but probably you are. That's cool. Also, what did you say? My dream is to join the Foreign Legion in Ukraine. I am skilled fighter. Yeah, oh, that's cool. What experience do you have in forces? I mean, were you taking part in some like battle operations? I'm just curious if it's not a secret. I'm really curious. Okay, I missed some messages. Ah, you answered my question before I asked it. Me, Doc, yeah. Okay. Tank 2 was saying that I have to leave in 10 minutes, but I'll put you on my calendar for the next week. Thank you. Thank you, Tank 2. Really nice to meet you. Thank you for being with us. And I'll say bye to you in like 8 to 7 minutes. 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, good. When you'll be saying bye to us. Rick, don't go too far. We will visit you in UA. Awesome. I've really loved to, in the future, our community grows, and it grows pretty fast. And I'd really like to meet you guys in the future. You definitely gotta come to Ukraine. Actually, any of you can come to Ukraine already. Our doors are open to, of course. It's a bit dangerous in here, but here in cities like in Kiev, it's not that dangerous. The chance to be hit by Russian missile, cruise missile, is super low. Like I haven't been hit yet. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I will. But it's life, it's chances, and they are not that big. I guess dying in a car accident is a bigger chance for me than being hit by a Russian cruise missile. when Crimea becomes liberated by Ukraine, that will be a very great historical event. Yeah, this will be devastating for Russia and for Russians because Crimea is, it's for Putin, it is like his best achievement. He values this a lot, like his best achievement. So this is gonna be the beginning of the end of Putin, of his fast end, right? I fought in Lebanon. I'm a paratrooper. Wow, that's cool. Your bench would be awesome if you join Foreign Legion here in Ukraine. We need all the help that we can get, and thank you for your support. Thank you for being supportive, and also thank you for your people of Israel, Palestine. I know you guys are on our side, and you guys really support us. Though your government is being trying not to ruin their relationships with Russians, because it's complicated. It's everything complicated there. I know that, but it's okay. It's life. It's not that simple in life. Okay, what else? I wanted to show you Zolkin, who's currently on the front line. He has a Telegram channel. And a couple of days ago, he was there in a trench on the front line near Bakhmut.
В чаті не дуже друг друга сварити. Ви дивіться там, бо треба працювати. Декому. Ведіть себе чемно.
Yeah, he was asking if we're not if we're not if we're not having conflicts in the chat in his Telegram unconsciously. Okay, I don't know, Pivo. Pivo, I guess you're just seeing us maybe with a delay. This is why you are answering to something that we previously discussed. Probably. But maybe it's not the case. Okay, what important did I miss? Rocket attack, check. Zelensky in Europe. Oh, I also wanted to show you the awesome photo of Zelensky. And I guess I didn't save it in here, but maybe I did. Who knows? No, I didn't. Okay, I can find it on Zelensky channel. Just a sec. That badass. We're lucky to have you on board, leading us to our victory, changing the world. So many words. Do you know this beautiful woman? Of course you know her. It's Sanna Marin, right? If I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm not, because it's going to be embarrassing if I am. You have valuable skills. Your bench, yeah, they are. I'm seeing you with a delay too. It's interesting. Maybe I'm being delayed, but it's okay. So, I'm not showing you my screen. Yeah, that it is. That's the photo of Zelensky and Sanna Marin. She's the Prime Minister of Finland, and she's been doing some badass comments regarding this war. She was asked some stupid question, like pro-Russian narrative, when this conflict. The reporter asked her something about Russia using the nuclear weapon and what West can or what Russia can do. Thank you for being with us. Heroям Slava. I have to leave, but I'll see you next week. Thank you. Take care and have a great week. The Finnish state minister, yes, but isn't she a prime minister or state minister? What? How is it different? Tell me. I don't know actually. Yeah. So she likes to party. Yeah, there were some provocative videos with her where she assumably, maybe not presumably. Yeah, Thank you for the information. Yes, Yuribench. We're gonna end the stream pretty soon, like maybe in 10 minutes. I still have some stuff to tell you, to show you. Are you still here with us? And what? And yeah, so yeah, just wanted to show you that old video, like from half a year ago, maybe from 3 or 4 months ago, where she was badass answering to that dude that how Russia can do something in this conflict or something like that. Just a second. I gotta find it. Yeah, so that's how Zelensky's met in European Union. It's really awesome. It's really a warm welcome. We really feel like European Union is on our side and it's doing its best to help us win this war and to help us become a part of European Union. We're really encouraged here in Ukraine to become a part of European Union, and it is really cool. So yeah, I'm getting distracted again. It's so easy to be distracted, especially when you're tired. Okay, so pretty hard, but pretty happy I am these days, because I feel like I'm doing some good when I'm doing what I'm doing.
Your reaction, please, to President Biden's comment last night that Vladimir Putin may need an off-ramp to avoid a nuclear Armageddon.
Off-ramp? What do you mean?
From the conflict. A way out of the conflict.
Way out of the conflict. The way out of the conflict is to Russia to leave Ukraine. Okay. That's the way out of the conflict. Thank you.
Damn, she's a badass. You heard it, right? The way out of the conflict. The only way out of the conflict is for Russia to leave Ukraine. So yeah. The only way out of the conflict for Russia is to leave Ukraine, definitely. Because if they keep doing it, anyway, even if they stop doing it, they are ruined. They are losing already, and they will lose 100%. They will lose in this war, Russians, I mean, and we will win. We will get the victory. We will get our freedom. We'll deoccupy our territories. We'll free our people. Our nation is just, I don't know, I'm proud to be Ukrainian. It sounds, how do you call it? Something that is, how does it sound? Tony Bevakwa, European flag, Ukrainian flag, they look very good together. Yeah, they look very good together. I like them too. I think UK has prime ministers, other countries have state ministers or something like that. I'm not sure. Some European countries have prime ministers too. So it's different from country to country, I'd say, Cougar Town. I do not know the difference. Okay, got it. I see Yuribench says I'm here. Thank you for being here again. And nice to meet you, Tony. Or Tony. Where are you from? Doc. At the beginning of the war, some YouTubers said Zelensky is only a war president and should step down as soon as it's over. Do people still feel that way in Ukraine? It's actually, I don't know how people feel now. We cannot feel this the way it was before the war right now. We know that, yes, he's definitely the best president we could have for the war. But to be honest, we didn't have any better presidents during the peacetime too. We had only worse presidents. I'm not sure about Yushchenko, and I'm not sure about Leonid Kravchuk, but my personal opinion, Zelensky is the modern leader. He's a young person comparing to some other presidents, and he really listens to young people. He really listens to his advisors who are pushing some modern things, and his approach to publicity to us is really smart, in a good way smart. It's not tricky, it's smart, it's more like, it's sincere. Yeah, he's sincere, he's a direct guy, and he was famous with that before the war, before the full-scale invasion. So yeah, I guess right now, maybe, who knows, maybe our society is right, and he must step down after the war, but I'm not sure. We gotta see. It's just there's also a Russian narrative that Zelensky is gonna be a tyrant and took all the power into his hands, but that's bullshit. And some people in our country really believe in this. And let's see. Let's just live through this year, and you ask me again next year, okay? War is hell, that's for sure. Yeah, Town. You're right. War is hell, and unfortunately, our people been living in this hell for the last 9 years. And how many more years we gotta live in it? I hope only this year. Let's hope it all ends this year. We have some good prognosis for this year from the head of intelligence, Kirill Bodanov. I mentioned him today already, and I mentioned this prognosis. And he's the most informed person in our country. This is why I believe him. I mean, I want to believe him, and most of our citizens want to believe him. Of course, there are some who don't believe him, but he knows a lot. He knows some serious stuff that we don't know. And he also knows a lot of stuff about Russia because he's a head of intelligence. This is why I believe in him is something that is probably not a bad thing, right? Okay. Where was I? San Marine. Maybe something funny. Let's see. Maybe I have something funny for you today. We actually can see that in Foreign Legion we have Japanese volunteers too, and this is awesome. So Japanese people are also fighting on our side. All the free world is fighting in Foreign Legions of our country. Yeah, that's a video from Turkey again, the one with a break, like, how do you call it? A tear, a great tear somewhere on the fields. So the ground has shaken pretty hard there, and it was just torn apart. You see, this is crazy. Some new canyon formed this week in Turkey. Oh yes, we gotta watch this video, definitely. Vuhledar. Vuhledar is, I'm gonna show it to you on Deep State map, just a sec. Deep State map. So, in here, we see Vuhledar. It is located on the east, not far from Bakhmut. Actually pretty far, but still on the east. So Vuhledar is being stormed by Russians for the last half a year. No, since the very beginning, I guess, but more actively, for the last half a year. First, it was Pavlivka. It is located in here, you see? Remember, 3 or 4 months ago, Russian 155th Brigade of Russian Marines, I guess, was destroyed there in Pavlivka. And now the same brigade of Russians are storming Vuhledar in here. And this week, this was crazy how they been torn apart and wrecked there in Vuhledar. I was in Uzhhorod in 2015. Oh, Pivo, nice. Uzhhorod, I actually haven't been to Uzhhorod myself. I've been in Zakarpattia, but I've never been to Uzhhorod yet. But only yet. I'll be there, definitely. I'll visit Uzhhorod, definitely. Also, I have some friends moved there or planning to move there, so definitely So Cougar Town said, I like the drone videos from Ukraine. Each drone over have a unique story to tell. Yeah, you're right, Cougar Town. I'm usually not showing the videos from the drones. I watch them myself every day, like dozens and hundreds of dead Russians I see, but I don't put them here on the stream because that's too sensitive content. A lot of people are just I'm myself the same, by the way. I cannot watch people dying, suffering, and being decapitated right in the video. It's horrible. It traumatizes you a bit. Like your mental health can be damaged by that. But with this war, I got used to it, unfortunately, and I watch them every day. And there are some really incredible stories, and there are some Burning Man, some Aquaman, if you know what I'm talking about. This was pretty spread on Twitter this week, that Burning Man and Aquaman, those two. But yeah, in Vuhledar, Russians were, how do you say? They were wrecked, yeah. There's a video, let's watch it. Let me find it, just a minute. Maybe even 30 seconds, not a minute. Who knows how fast I can be. But it was here somewhere. I'll definitely saved it. Yeah, that's a boy. He's only 20 years old and been fighting for Russia. Such a young man wasted by their government. It's a tragedy. But it is. They're our enemies, and it's their choice, even if it seems that they didn't have any choice. They still. You always have choice, right? You cannot know that, but you still can have a choice. Not can. You still have a choice. No, I didn't save that video, but it was somewhere on Deep State. Deep State, by the way, guys, I really recommend you, if you're on Telegram, follow Deep State Map channel. They have an English channel. Let me see. Can I share it from here? I don't think I can. But okay, if you're using Telegram, be sure to follow Deep State channel, Telegram channel. It's super valuable. They're doing these daily situation on the front line summary, which they describe where our forces or Russian forces moved, what territories they took in what region, and they also do analysis in here and proofs and stuff like that. This is a very, very valuable channel. And in here, there was a video of that Vuhledar catastrophe of Russians. It's gonna be hard to find. They have a lot of content. I really recommend, and they also have their Patreon. Oh, here it is. There are photos from that destruction of those Russian tanks and BMPs that they lost. Here it is. It's near Vuhledar, and there was, yeah. See this picture. Let me check. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only on this picture, it's 11 tanks. Yeah, Russians lost a lot of equipment there. This is awesome. Our guys, our armed forces are holding Vuhledar pretty efficiently. This is just making us happy to see how many Russian tanks are destroyed there in Vuhledar. So, Yuribench says, glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes. The Russians lost half their tank battalion in 1 week. Yeah, There was around 42 vehicles, different vehicles, tanks, BMPs, which is a BMP is Russian armored personnel vehicle. Yes, APV. Yeah. So I wanted to find you that video from Vuhledar, and I'm definitely gonna find it. Yeah, here it is.
В настоящее время успешно развиваются боевые действия в районах Угледара и Артемовска.
I think I got it muted because music could be used as a copyright in here. So let's watch it. 6, it's a count. It's a count, so you can see all the destroyed equipment there near Vuhledar, Pavlivka. You see they're also marked where photos were made. Yeah, first again, it's a BMP, I guess. Okay, yeah, that they've cycled it a bit, and yeah, now it continues. This one was nice. Let's speed it up. Oh no, this photo, we should even pause it. So it is from 10s to 19s. Yeah, so it's 10 of them there on that photo. This is crazy. So let's get to the end of this video because it's really interesting how many they lost there. And it's all with proofs. You see, there are different photos, different angles, and in different places they were having their equipment, advancing. And during that advance they also lost a lot of their soldiers. One, like those thousands of Russians, big part of them. It's 31 in this video, and I saw another one with 42, I guess. They counted to 40 or 39, not sure. Okay, so this is it. And what else? And Russians are actually being advancing to Vuhledar lately, and been given some problems to our forces there, and they are advancing. They still committing their offensive. Maybe not committing. How do you say it? I don't have Jet as usually just to help me to say something. Okay, guys, I feel really tired. I definitely missed something. I missed some I missed some info. I missed some news for you, but it's inevitable. I'll definitely miss something all the time. I'm just, I don't have all the time in the world. If I'd be doing these streams every day, probably I'd be able to give you all the information we had, but it's too much information during the week. So I just wanted to show you one thing. I forgot what thing. Okay, Doc, you gotta go too. They keep throwing themselves into the same trap over and over. Yes, I'd love to stay, but I have too many chores to do. Love y'all. See you next week. Thank you, Doc. Thank you for being super active in the chat as always. I really appreciate your help. Thank you for becoming my patron. I really appreciate that, and I'm grateful that you believe in me and yeah, you're late. We're saying goodbyes, but you can watch the recording, Paul. Anyway, thank you for coming. Yeah, so Doc, I see you next week. And what else? I wanted to say something important, but I forgot again. Anyway, guys, I guess we need to call it a day today. This was a great stream and a pretty long one, 2 hours and 18 minutes already. And I guess we're gonna get up to 20. And definitely what? I'm definitely super grateful to you for being here, for all who came by, for all who stayed till the end of the stream. Thank you, Pivo. You've been super active. Thank you for everyone who's been active in the chat, whom I didn't mention. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Gunter. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you, Charlie, of course, Jet, and Eugene, my friend. And who else? John, Alan. Yeah, thank you for everyone who's been active, who's been here with us today. Ukraine will definitely win. I'm sure of it. Well, as usually, I'm sure of it. I'm an optimist, but not only optimism. It is, you know, it is a strong belief that is based, strong faith that is based on everything that's happening around us, on how united the world is around us. And you guys are part of this world, are part of this democratic world who loves freedom and who, who values it and who supports us, who helps us. I'm super grateful. Once again, thank you for all who donated today for the drone for 36th Brigade. You can check the link. I'm gonna add it to the stream description right now. I'm not gonna be giving you empty promises, and I'm gonna definitely add it right after the stream. The link to that fundraiser, it's still not there, but I will do it, or you can find it in a chat replay. The link is gonna be there, but I'm gonna do it. And what else? I also remind you to like this. I also remind you to subscribe, press the bell button, and support me on Patreon if you'd like to. Okay, once again, guys, thank you very much for being here. Good night, Paul. I see you're very late. Good night. Yes. Good night to those who have night soon. Good day to those whose day is has just started or just the middle of a day. I love you guys. I really appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you here. Yeah. And Slava Ukraini. And I'll answer to myself. Herem Slava. Bye, guys. See you next week. Yeah, there's no option. Timothy Coate. By the way, Timothy Coate, you're the one who's became. I'm still here, okay? You're the one who had become a first Bradley, right? If I'm not mistaken. Am I? Let me check. Am I mistaken? I'm gonna go to my Patreon and check. Yeah, I'm gonna check my patrons. And I just want to be sure. Yes. Timothy Decote or Dakota. Thank you so much. You're our first Bradley. It's a huge support. I'm really grateful to you. Thank you for having a faith in me and my work and our work and in Ukraine. Thank you. Have a good day, Cougar Town. Thank you also for being active in the chat. I didn't mention you, sorry. Yeah, man, once again, have a great day. Glory to heroes. Glory to nation. Ukraine will win because Shai must win. Thank you, Yuri Bench, for being here too. Nice to meet you. And once again, thank you all, guys. I finally got a